Hi, and welcome back to I'm a Happy Enchilada. And if this is your first time with us, thanks for tuning us in. I'm Don Culver, and I'll be your host. And today, we're diving into how to resolve conflict. Well, it's not our sexiest topic ever, but sometimes we have to look at the topics that can cause a lot of conflict and disagreement in our lives, whether that be in our careers, our personal lives, with family members or friends, lovers, and significant others. Disagreement and conflict can occur at any time or anywhere. And my hope is to give you some good basic info that can help you to be ready to deal more effectively with conflict when it occurs. So let's get started, okay? First, what is the number one reason for conflict? Misinformation or lack of information are very common causes of conflict. Sometimes people believe something is true without it actually being true. Now, this is common in a cross-cultural conflict where assumptions mislead and communication is not good enough. And next, what kind of person avoids conflict? Two distinct types of conflict avoidant people may exist. The first type avoids conflict out of self-preservation, and the second for self-serving reasons. Now, a person attempting to circumvent fights may be protecting themselves from unnecessary drama and trauma. And how do mature people deal with conflict? Well, they're not afraid of conflict, but approach it with respect and a willingness to find solutions. They genuinely care about others' feelings and perspectives. They offer support, validate emotions, and avoid judgment. This empathy fosters deep connections and builds trust in relationships. So, why can't I handle conflict, you may be asking? If your early life experiences left you feeling powerless or out of control, conflict may even be traumatizing for you. If you're afraid of conflict, it can become a self-fulfilling prophecy. When you enter a conflict situation, already feeling threatened, it's tough to deal with the problem at hand in a healthy way. So now, let's begin looking at ways we can deal effectively with conflict in our lives, shall we? Okay, first, how do you deal with someone that disagrees with everything you say? Well, be respectful. Don't name call or demean them. Don't hit below the belt and escalate to an emotional argument. Just stay chill and respect their ideas. Acknowledge that their ideas include valid points, though you don't have to agree with them. Okay? Also, there are some things you would not want to say during conflict. For instance, saying words like should or shouldn't, don't or better not, makes the other person feel inferior and resentful of your authoritative statements. The words always and never are generalizing, words that are heard by the other person as harsh absolutes. Those are some good things to know about what not to say during conflict, for sure, right? So, how do you shut down an argumentative person? Well, here's 4 simple statements you can use that will stop an argument almost every time. First, let me think about that. Ooh, this works, in part because it buys you time. Next, you may be right. This works because it shows willingness to compromise. Third, I understand. And fourth, can we take a break and revisit this later? Whew, those are all good. And hey, here's a couple more things you should know about conflict. First, what does a healthy conversation look like? Well, let the other person speak without interruption. Show genuine attention and interest. Use assertive statements like, I feel, what I need is, and beware of your tone. Next, how do you shut down conflict? Well, no yelling or name calling. Stick to one subject. No interrupting the other person, and everyone gets their time to speak. And take a time out if necessary to cool down, but come back to the conversation after a specific period of time. And lastly, what is the key to conflict resolution? Actively listen to the other party during conflict is arguably the most important skill to have when it comes to conflict resolution. Well, that's all I've got. So until next time, God bless and be a happy enchilada. Bye.